The city was hushed, gripped by fear. An illness swept through the streets, leaving a trail of worry in its wake. Inside their small apartment, Anne and Binny huddled, their laughter silenced, replaced by the constant hum of anxiety. Anne, weakened by the illness, lay in bed, her gaze drifting towards the window. Outside, an old ivy vine clung to the brick wall, its leaves dwindling with each passing day. Each falling leaf deepened Anne's despair, mirroring her own fading strength. She became fixated on the vine, convinced that the last leaf's fall would signal her own demise. Beanie, her ever-optimistic friend, tried to dispel the growing darkness in Anne's eyes, but the fear had taken root deep within her heart. The rustling leaves, the relentless rain, and the hushed whispers of the city all echoed Anne's growing fear. Days turned into nights, each one colder and more daunting than the last. Anne grew weaker, her hope dwindling with every gust of wind that shook the ivy vine.
"When it falls, Beanie," she whispered, her voice frail, "I will fall too."
Beanie stayed by her side, reading to her, telling stories, desperately trying to distract her friend from the inevitable. But Anne's gaze remained fixated on the lone leaf, clinging desperately to the vine. Beanie's heart ached. She tried to reason with Anne, to tell her it was just a leaf. But Anne wouldn't hear it. The leaf had become a symbol, a tangible representation of her own fading life force. Beanie refused to give up hope. She filled their small apartment with warmth and light, battling the encroaching darkness that threatened to consume her friend. She told stories of resilience, of people overcoming incredible odds. She hummed cheerful tunes, her voice a beacon of hope in the quiet room.
Beanie knew she couldn't control the wind or the rain, but she could control the environment within their walls. She would fight for Anne, even if it meant battling shadows and fears. She would be the sunshine that coaxed her friend back from the brink.
He had seen their plight, heard their whispered fears, and in a gesture of immense compassion, he had given Anne the one thing she needed most: hope. Narrator. Then, one morning, after a particularly fierce storm, Anne awoke with a dread she hadn't felt before. She knew the last leaf wouldn't have survived the night. She turned towards the window, bracing herself for the sight of the bare vine. But there it was, clinging defiantly to the branch, the lone leaf, untouched by the storm. Anne was bewildered. Days passed, the leaf remained. Anne began to heal, her strength returning with each passing hour. What she didn't know, what Binnie would later reveal, was that the leaf was a masterpiece of kindness, painted onto the wall by their downstairs neighbour, an old artist.
The story of the last leaf became a legend in their small community, a testament to the power of friendship and the resilience of the human spirit. It served as a reminder that even in the darkest of times, a single act of kindness, a symbol of hope, can make all the difference. Anne and Beanie's bond deepened through their shared experience.
They had faced their fears together, leaning on each other for strength and support. Theirs was a love story, not of romantic love, but of a deeper, more enduring kind. The love between two souls who had weathered life's storms together and emerged stronger, forever bound by their shared journey.